Just want to make a real quick video about Epic Games. So, one thing I adore about this company is they just they take their time to do a lot of extra stuff as far as setting up entertaining value for their customer base, for their players, for their audience. And I mean, you know, we'll be honest here. Sometimes the storyline is not very cohesive or whatever, but you know, they implement something. I mean, it's kind of hard to come up with a bunch of fresh stuff, but Epic since day one, I mean, it's amazing, just amazing, man. You know, they're implementing things to where you can opt to play first person. They've got a lot of plans in the work. This creative mode, you know, like I said in a previous video, they've implemented the Disney Infinity formula where, you know, they have these external well, I won't say copyrighted, but what do they call that? Collaborations, yeah. With companies that are already developed. Spider-Man, Star Wars. I mean, you know, it's been said before, it's been thought by many. Where are you going to go and battle Indiana Jones with Spider-Man? I mean, other than in a comic book. You know, it's actually kind of funny because comics actually started these things, and there were actually collaborations between DC and Marvel back in the day called Amalgam Comics, where they actually, you know, one of the things that they did was they kind of morphed a character between Wolverine's traits and Batman's traits. Yeah, I got sidetracked there. I'm not trying to show off my infinite wisdom of useless matters, but I just did. But just to say that, you know, I do play Save the World because it's a great way to establish XP in the game. And they've actually gone in, and there's ray tracing on the water inside of that. They're totally overhauling that, and hats off. Hats off. I mean, there's a lot of bugs still. But when you step back and you take a look at the big picture, you just gotta either step away and not get frustrated or you know, talk crap about Epic or what are y'all doing, blah, blah, blah. You know, these things take time, man. If you stop and think about where this game was at day one to where it is now, the fluidity, the movement, the build, no build, the options that Epic is supplying their base, I adore Epic. And it's no wonder that they're $1 billion company. Now, I've spoke before, and I've said that, you know, there was a point in time where I was playing Apex Twins, or Apex Twins, Apex Legends, whenever I was, you know, having a lot of problems with my PlayStation 4 and getting on servers and being smooth transition. Yeah, I didn't get on there and be like, oh, this is screwed up. I'm so glad that the song is not copyrighted. I love the song. Alright. Now, I will say with certainty that the community for Apex is far more toxic. That's number one. That's not very appealing. And when you start realizing with how their battle pass is set up and their store is set up, it's gross, bro. It's gross. I mean, you know, I tip my hat off again, you know, to the Epic crew. I mean, sometimes their stores are kind of dull or just not very appeasing, or maybe some certain items might be a little bit expensive, but they quite frequently return, and you know, you can save up and put that aside for it. I mean, you know, it's usual to pay, you know, 10, 15, I mean, it's 1,500 V-Bucks for just a basic skin, normal skin. You can find them on discounts. You can get bonus packs that have V-Bucks. I mean, in all honesty, I spend a little bit every now and then because there's some things that I really want, especially out of the Marvel stuff. And I mean, if I could afford to, I would buy every single Marvel thing. I just can't, you know, I have to save up and wait. Or in the DC universe too. And I love this collaboration right here with Midas and DC. But the thing that's missing and lacking heavily from EA and Respawn, and I don't know how much Respawn or EA is responsible for the decisions made, but EA is notorious, and when I say EA, I'm referring to EA Sports. You know, if you don't know who EA is, I don't know if you play video games or not, but especially any sports type like Madden or anything like that, they do those games. But one thing that EA is notorious for is cash grab. Okay? And what I mean by cash grab is that they want you to have things that you want, and they implement this thing where you have to have it or you want it, and you end up paying a lot of money. Like basically, you know, there's ways that if you buy a battle pass, you get money. Their battle pass is the only thing worth anything. I would say that their battle pass is somewhat comparable in certain ways, but not in. It's really a different beast altogether. But when you buy a skin over there, it's first person, so you don't really get to enjoy it, honestly, except for the loading screens. It does come out when you do the emotes or whatever, but I think what needs to happen is you need to realize what the real company is, what who's doing what, right? And all I can tell you to do is to take reference to the Dead Space bundle that Epic just put out, because there ain't no Fortnite characters in Apex Legends, right? So who's doing something right? I just wish that EA could take a couple of notes. And you know what? Honestly, why don't we have an Apex collab, bro? You know how cool it would be to have some of those characters in here? I'm just saying. I'm just maybe making a suggestion or something that I would kind of like to see. And I think that it could be very cool. And EA, if you could bow your head down a little bit, like you did with Dead Space, and see how much revenue you brought from that, because I know a lot of people, including myself, that purchased that. Now's the time to redeem yourself, EA. Now's the time to redeem yourself. Do things right. Do things for the community. Do things for the players. I mean, we are a source of money, but if every video I click on is just talking smack about you, it's not good advertising. You know, I don't see a whole lot of videos with smack talking about Fortnite. If it is, it's like usually like glitches or bugs or people abusing the system, or you know, like bring the pump back, one shot pump back. I mean, that's like where the Epic goes, because Epic is unlike most game manufacturers or programmers. They try, they listen, and I guess I'll go the long way around saying all of this is because last night when I logged in to save the world, I received 2 heroes, which was from the battle bundle with the red guy with the white beard, and the female counterpart, for nothing, just for logging in. I mean, it's the thank yous that Epic gives out that I appreciate, and it's their appreciation for our patience and sticking with them and supporting them that rewards us. Why do I say that? Well, last night I logged in to save the world and I received two heroes. Okay, I mean, if you don't know what that is, and by the way, when I said battle, I meant battle breakers. You know. But today I logged in and I received something cool. And I'm going to go right on in and check this out. And I really hope this track is indeed copyright free, because we need this soundtrack for this rap that I got. Where's it at? I mean, the creative force behind Epic is just, they've got a lot of stuff on their plate and on their minds, and they have their own original stuff, and they listen to the community. And here it is. You see that? I love this. It's got that, I don't know how to explain it, like a 1980s vibe or something like that. It's just, this rap was free for me. It's reactive. It's animated. I mean, it's just like that crew pack. I mean, and I understand that not every single thing could be implemented with animation or you know, reactivity, or, you know, sometimes there's only so much you can do, or so much that you want to do, to where it just makes it something flashy and blingy. But when you're giving away something, and I got this, what it said I got this for was just logging into the Kid Leroy event like early. I guess you know, as soon as I saw it, I went in there and I did it. But this is not something that needed to be done. This is not something that had to be done. This is a thoughtful company rewarding their patrons. And Epic, I just want to say thank you. You're making right moves left and right. Does that make sense? Yeah, I just want to make a video to show my appreciation, and that you reign supreme in my mind over any other game. I mean, just don't change what you have right now going on. Keep this thing third person. If you put in the first person, make it optional, just like you did with the building. You know, I played Zero Build because I don't really prefer building. I like the action. I like the battle royale to be focused on the battle and not just necessarily the building. You know, I don't want to have to build. I like using my surroundings to duck behind and cover, and I mean, it keeps it more realistic for me, because if I was in a gun battle royale and it's only less than 20 minutes, I'm not really concerned with building something. Now I will duck behind something, but anyway, I don't want to make this into a rant, but it's just a video to say why Epic is awesome, why they're doing so well, why I follow them, and just to show, really honestly, my appreciation to them. And thank you.